Crafters, Happy New Year! Welcome to year 2024, and this is yet another exciting and educative episode of Did You Know? You can see the way I was dancing without my headband slipping off my head. Did you know you could attach an elastic to your headband and it won't slip off? So today on Craft Tips, I'll be showing you on how to attach an elastic to your fascinator or headband without it slipping off, and also a craft tip on how to change your Alice band to any color of your choice. Join me in class as I show you how to do this beautiful. How I created this Alice band. You could do it different colors of your choice, be it white, pink. First, you need your Alice band. Normally, you could use your UHU glue if you like, but I'll be using the stick glue. That works faster for me compared to the UHU glue. These are fishing line elastic, a black elastic, scissors, chalk, measuring tape, paradise material. I'll be using to cover that. Any color of your choice. You can also use satin, but I use paradise. This paradise kind of stretches at one end. It works easier for me than satin. And this is cotton bias, 1/2 inch cotton bias. I'll be using to cover up after I'm done wrapping to give a nice finishing over there. So first, with our material, we'll be cutting it to the size we want. Taking our Alice band, we'll have to get the right measurements of our Alice band. And here I got 14.5 inches as the measurement. And the width is not even up to 1 inch. It's not up to 1 inch. But I'm going to be measuring about 1.5 inches when I'm cutting. You need the allowance, okay, because you'll be wrapping your band, so you need the allowance, about 1 inch allowance, since you'll be tucking it in. So watch carefully how I cut my material and do a beautiful wrapping. So initially our measurement was 14.5, but I'll be adding an extra inch because I'll be tucking it in. So maybe 1/2 inch for each side, so we should have like 1 inch extra plus your 14.5, but you could just make it 15 inches or 16 inches to be on the safe side, because it's better your material is longer. So we are marking 16 by 1.5. So for this band, we are going 16 in length by 1.5. So the 16, since I'm using paradise, the 16 I'm marking it are the stretchy parts, okay? Are the stretchy parts. So it's better your material is excess a bit than it's not being adequate at all. So it's better is more than being less. So we have it all cut out now, 16 by 1.5. So we'll be using a hot glue, applying it over there. Make sure you look for the parts which is glossy, and that is what will be the front, okay? The glossy part, which is the front of the fabric, will be outer, and this should be placed right there at the middle. So you see our excess, because it stretches, but that's no problem. You see, I say it's better it's more than being less. So applying hot glue just at the tip there, you put in about half an inch. Make sure it sits right there at the middle and you have allowances at both sides. Okay, you carefully make sure it moves round just there at the center. Stretch it so that it relaxes. You cut off your excesses. You place your hot glue at the tip, okay, and you stick. Okay, so it's just so easy to do, but you have to take proper and adequate caution, because you don't want the glue smearing around, and you also want to give a perfect and clean job. Okay, so we're going to be folding that part in right now. So as you apply your glue, you fold in, ensuring that it sits right there at the middle. So in case it so happens that that place is big, you trim. In case it so happens it's so big, you trim, but make sure you are walking down carefully. You know, Nabella Couture handmade crafts are known for neat jobs. So I want to urge you, as you're watching this video and creating yours, ensure that your work is also neat. That is the ultimate. So enjoy some cool music as we craft our Alice band.
There's not much to do when all I can is thinking about you, not doing well.
We are done folding first part. Next, we are going to fold the next, and make sure it sits right there at the middle. Okay, so if you find out that the overlapping is going out of the middle, kindly trim. All right, kindly trim. Remember, the goal for this particular one is better is more than it's been less. Okay, so you trim off your excesses as you fold the other parts inside. What we are ensuring here now is to make sure that the next part you're folding inside lies just right there at the middle and not over it.
We talk on the phone every night. Love to hear your voice. Not sleeping well. And I know that you're right, but you should know it. You've been gone for way too long now. If I could lay down beside you, I would. When nothing really matters, that's all I wanna do. I hope that you are safe and that I will see you soon. If I could lay down beside you, I would. Even if you're gone, I won't forget you. You're all I know, what I need, and that ain't changing. And even if you're gone, I will remember. You're all I know, what I need, and that ain't changing. If I could lay down beside you, I would. When nothing really matters, that's all I wanna do. I hope that you are safe and that I will see you soon. If I could lay down beside you, I would. If I could lay down beside you, I would. When nothing really matters, that's all I wanna do. I hope that
Yeah, we have this all wrapped. Next, we'll be putting our elastic. Yes, the reason why we put this elastic is to make the head firm. To make it firm on the head, to make it firm on the head. And we'll be taking our measurement of 9 inches. Some people could use 8.5, but sometimes I use 9 inches, sometimes I use 8.5, but you just use the standard 9 inches. You cut out 9 inches of your elastic, and we are going to be sewing it right there at the tip using our fishing line. Okay, so I'm using a fishing line of 0.40 mm. That's the size of my fishing line. It's quite thick enough, not so tiny, not so firm, not so thick, just in between. And you just tie once, leaving an allowance over there. Can you see I left about 3 to 4 inches allowance when I knotted? You'll see what I'll be using those allowances to do later on. So you just pierce your needle into the elastic, leaving about half an inch. Okay, leaving about half an inch. Then you pierce your needle into the elastic and you stick it right here. Okay, so you stick it right here, though that place could be a little bit tough because now you see you used your UHU glue over there, but Charlie, you need to exert pressure in some things you have to do with fascinator. So we're going over the elastic, ensuring that that place is quite strong and firm. So you continue going over and over until you achieve a firm stitch.
that I will see you soon. If I could lay down beside you, I would. Even if you're gone, I won't forget you. You're all I know, what I need, and that ain't changing. And even if you're gone, I will remember. You're all I know, what I need, and that ain't changing. If I could lay down beside you, I would. When nothing really matters, that's all I wanna do.
So we have it firm enough. You see that little elastic, little allowance we left when we're knotting. Yes, that's what you're going to just use now to tie it up. So that allowance always make me tie that more firmly. Okay, so you give about 2 to 3 knots there and you cut off your excess. So you'll be repeating the same thing to the next space. Wow, very firm. So repeating the same thing to the next one. Okay, but watch how it's being placed. Don't place it this way. Oh, there be that. No. So kindly place it over the other way. You see, yes, this is just the right way to place. And we are done stitching the other parts just the way we did with the other one, and it's quite firm. We have to wrap up the space. You see there's a knot there. When I felt it, it could give some hurt to the person's head, so I'll just use my matches to just melt down that big lump being made. You see, because I had to tie it like 3 times to make sure that it is well firm, and it has this piercing tough on the tip there. So my matches did a perfect job for me, just making it soft and cool. Using our cutting bias, this is an 1/2 inch cutting bias, so it all depends on the size of your Alice band, but I think this 1/2 inch could work for every other sizes. Yes, so we'll be using our 1/2 inch cutting bias to wrap up this part. So we are trying to give a nice finishing. Yes, you're going to give a nice finishing, and it also serves as a sweatband kind of, you see, preventing this particular side from getting stained, maybe because of hair cream stain or whatever. But the black kind of protects and also protects it from slipping off. Yes, it also protects it from slipping off from the hair. You see, we're using a satin which is quite slippery, but with this cotton bias, it kind of helps it from slipping off the person's head, yes, easily. So
Even if you're gone, I will remember. You're all I know, what I need, and that ain't changing. If I could lay down beside you, I would. When nothing really matters, that's all I want.
So can you see how beautiful this is? So ensure you give a nice finishing. Any excesses, you ensure you trim it off to get that perfect look for your fascinator. Okay, you trim off and get the perfect look for your fascinator. So I'm ensuring everything is on point. Everything is on point, and wow, this is so beautiful. This is so beautiful. So you can make this in any color: hot pink, brown, yellow, gold, black. Okay, black always comes black. All right, so any colors of your choice, you can now do this comfortably without having to worry it not in the market. So